we have a grand finals here for you on For Glory. Velocity here alongside the esteemed Mr. Kyle to bring you this matchup. Coming in from the winner's side, we have Nemesis. The loser's side, EOM+EGG. How much is there really to say, Kyle, that we haven't talked about already?
I think we've said most of it. I'll just reiterate again. I think this first game is huge for EOM+EGG. If you get a win on the board, you start to feel like, okay, like, that's how we start, you know? So let's just get a good start here, have a good team fight at the beginning, go from there. Gonna send Topmine back to mid for the 1v1. They bailed on the blitz idea. They want that. They want the Berserker in the team fight. Just too valuable to take out of it, looks like.
Respectable. Clutch mirror match in mid. That feels weird to say out loud, but that is what's happening. Mine versus Clutch. For everyone else, coming back to C point to have a giggle.
I feel like Blitz using that dodge forward heavy on Berserker is a lot like how Barrett used to use the dodge forward heavy on Warlord. Seems like it's not really the best plan, but man, when you time it out just right. Oh, look at Mine, just absolutely
goodbye.
Every bit of himself in mid.
Mind killing off Clutchmeister in the mid, but back to the point you mentioned, yeah, a move doing it out of Roar is normally a bad idea, which is when, in this level of play, when everyone understands it to be a bad idea, is the precise reason why you do it, it seems, as people just don't expect it. That and, to be fair, both of those moves have really good long-range forward tracking, so I get it, and also hyper armor, so I get why they'd use it for like a, just I need to get in there and mess someone up maneuver.
Yeah, this is big here. Blitz has done a really good job. He's really fended himself off. Got some kills. Gonna be hard here, but he finishes off living, and they've got a real chance. It's hard to gank when you're half an HP, but he's trying his best, staying on the edge of the fight. There you go. He's got a little bit of health. Now you got to get this gank right against Clutch. He's not gonna make it easy. Oh no, you messed it up from the very beginning. Bad start.
However, reinforcements here for both sides, and more will be incoming shortly. Antonio just clearing up the mid, and I imagine Living will be on the way soon.
Yeah, here we go. We got a swap out here between Blitz and Topmine. Long run, though. Mina's going to lose all his health before Tote can even get on the point. But Egg gets a good bit of damage on Clutch here, so fight isn't totally out of the way there. You need to finish Clutch off, so it's a 2v2, but now Egg has no health. He's going to need help immediately. Living is in a fight on A. Alright, you got a chance here.
Toet trying to stall for as long as they possibly can to allow for reinforcements to re-arrive.
Can't put yourself in recovery by really good players. They're just going to take advantage. He does manage to get out of there, though, without losing his life. So now he's going to try to get out, maybe go to A and heal. It's going to be hard. Antonio's not going to chase. Blitz is coming in.
Clutchmeister takes the tactical respawn option. Smart in that scenario. Normie with the YOLO heavy. What is it with these YOLO Zerk heavies tonight?
Huge. Huge right there. What a great gang by Mina and Blitz. Immediately take that. Now they've got A and C. They can 2-2 and split up. Quick clear on mid, but don't get stuck down there. You're trying to control the whole map. Let's not take that fight down there at mid.
Let's see if they follow.
I don't like Blitz being stuck down here. It's so hard. We really need all four to go to mid if we do this plan. See, now Topmine's kind of stuck in no man's land. He's looking for the fourth. He can't go help till he sees him.
Target acquired. They have found them. Is Toa going to take the ladder or do the funny thing?
No, he now sees that Normie's going down, so it's okay. So it worked out. Staying in mid. It wasn't a bad call. Everything's working fine. You got to win the fight now, though. Egg's down to half health, and Blitz has very little health on the edge fighting Antonio right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a 1v1 that will be decisive, as a full health assassin with kunai is going to be strong, but Antonio doesn't continue the team fight. Instead, is going to play the macro game, peel out to take A. Meanwhile, Mind, not actual Clutch, comes back to C to heal, while everyone else is still brawling on mid. Egg, last person standing for EOM+EGG right now.
Yeah, huge right there. Antonio wins the isolated 1v1, knows he gets A for free, takes it just to kind of stop the point bleeding, forces Topmine to immediately retreat, go back and guard C, and now they've got a little bit of a fight. They've got A and B, Clutch is getting B right now. He's got his second tier feat, so he can heal some down there in the minions. He can give out shield as well. Everything's still under control for Nemesis. Not a big deal here.
Yeah. Working their way through the map. There is a hard point disparity, but it's not that large. Nothing that couldn't be easily surmounted. Although,
used by Antonio there.
Yeah, Antonio is going to be going off hard this match. That amount of momentum that Antonio has been able to build, that the rest of the team's been able to work off of in clutch moments, is going to be so valuable in this scenario.
Oh, they got the C cap there. They hadn't pushed off long enough. That was good.
Antonio doesn't bite the bait.
Really good pressure here by Mina. He's got this down to a good fight. Antonio has to get a rotation. Look at this.
In comes Living. But also, Toad Mind has returned. It's a 2v2 now, delegated to a 2v1, as Antonio, having served his purpose, gets sent to the Shadow Realm. Living might go there too. Sinister Shield by Clutchmeister off screen gives Living a little bit of extra kick. And having Normie here is a very big boon as well.
All right, Doom Banner time. Blitz is going to be the only one standing in it. They're not going to want to take that fight, so he uses that as a chance to pressure the res. Very smart there to try to draw him into that Doom Banner. They don't want to stand in it.
See them actively returning to it every time. But Antonio doesn't care. He goes right in.
Yeah, if you're the one giving out the damage, you can stand in it. Oh, great interrupt there to stop that. Bo. Man, great plays coming out here. Everybody's just thinking 2 steps ahead.
And then
EOM with a big lead here, though. This could be what we talked about. They get this win here. They hold on to this. This could do a lot for the momentum.
Clutch has been basically farming mid this whole game. That seems to be the game plan, relying on the large range of Blackprior's feats and the ease of access to feats by farming mid to essentially act as Ring General, to be able to marshal forces back and forth, distribute feats, and keep pace up, and rely on the rest of their team to have solid team fighting success to get the rest.
Super headsy play there by Toteman, standing on top of the ladder. He's standing up there watching, making sure that they're not getting a rotation out to A so he can go down, but he might have got baited. Looks like they're going to lose A. That might be Clutch up there getting that, I believe.
Oh, yeah, let me actually flip over. Helps if I do that. Clutch was at A.
Yeah,
Antonio
it was Clutch. Yeah, he got baited a little bit there. Toteman saw the 4th come in and go to C, and when he did, Clutch saw that. So a little bit of mind games. He went and took A for free. Now he's going to, I'm sure, head back down and work on C if he can maybe up the team fight a little bit.
Oh, you know it,
really
Golden
good chance
Rush.
of winning here.
100%. You know, beat Honky Tonk's man record. I'm a giant wrestling mark. Before I go into a wrestling-based rant, though, back into the match. Clutch, actual Clutch, trying to go for some flips, doesn't find success. That fear itself being deployed by Antonio will be a humongous benefit. That's going to allow the C point to finally be bulldozed.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge there. Blitz has got this down to a 1v1. But if there's anybody who feels confident against Blitz in a 1v1, it's going to be somebody like Antonio. Here comes Normie as well.
Egg back. That's
Flask. Oh, Flask comes
and
in.
Fury, I believe.
Good use. Good use of that. May get a use of that again if they were to mount a little bit of a comeback here. Might have felt like the momentum was slipping. Let's go ahead and use this right now, and if the game actually does get extended, I'll get it twice. Because now Nemesis does have map control, and they seem to be winning this fight on C. There needs to be some rotation on C pretty quickly here. Blitz has got to get in there and help out, because Egg's almost dead. He's fighting a 1v1 against Antonio, and at the same time, too, Tiandi's having a rough go of it.
Egg deploys the funny button, at least to be able to contribute heavily in that way. Heal feat is up, but that wind up for the start. He actually, enough start off, he's going to use the option to heal himself. Smart play. You at least get something out of it. Pop it, don't drop it.
Yeah, huge move there. Blitz gets on point too, so they're still in a stall here. Looks like he's going to try to get A for free. Going to see if anybody's paying attention. I imagine Clutch is going to see him. Clutch is going to let him have it, though. I think he thinks that they're going to win this C fight, and it's not going to be a big deal. They're going to win off C and B. That's probably his game plan here is, hey, we're going to win this C fight. Let them have A. I bet we can win it from these two. Nemesis isn't going to panic, even when the score gets a little rough. See, there it is. Now they've won C. They have control of B. Not a big deal. They took A. Very smart. Now the game is pretty much even.
Even Stevens. Both teams making good pace for a double breaking scenario. Beats are looking relatively equal. EOM+EGG burnt a lot more of them early on, so they're going to have a few of them not available now. But we see Fear itself countered by an Umbral Shelter. Morale boosted by Mind as well. Lots of factors coming in, changing the numbers, changing the dichotomy and the dynamic of the fight. Fire Flash.
Nemesis with the first break. This is going to be huge here. Mina's super low health. They could get one out of the fight already. They do.
Fighting near these spikes. This is going to be a bit squeaky time.
Oh, they got 2 out of the fight. This is huge.
That's 3.
Nemesis. Look at this.
Nemesis rallies.
Mind down here. Can't do anything, but that's huge, man. That's just perfect play. That was perfectly thought out the whole time. Clutch not panicking, not leaving mid, letting Mind get A, believing in his team to win on C, giving him the shield over there, making sure he keeps control of mid because he knows that's what's going to make the difference. And then as soon as they get him breaking, they just win the next team fight.